until Skyblock eventually shuts down, which hopefully isn't soon. That is when updates will stop. However, Skyblock isn't shutting down, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about. What there is to worry about is what's next for Skyblock. Well, the admins are currently on a bit of a rampage, updating every single skill or original feature that was added in the initial release of Skyblock to make it easier and less boring for people overall. A lot of these changes come in the form of the community projects, which I have discussed just last week. But today, I want to talk about what I think the next updates are going to be for Skyblock and when will they come. So starting with the obvious, we're in Tier 5. It's the next community project, and if you didn't already know, they doubled the requirements for completing that project, so everyone has the opportunity to get the permanent Slayer price reduction perk. I can't really predict what this boss will be like, but if it's based on the year-old leads, then it's going to be a pretty tough step up from Tier 4. If you want to watch a video about those leads, then it's in a YouTube card right now on the top right. Speaking of predictions, no one can ever predict when I do my segues to the subscribe button, and since we're here, I want to tell you that according to these nuts, we are very close to 69,000 subscribers, which is big enough for me to show to my real life friends and hopefully stop getting bullied. I lied to you, by the way. I have no IRL friends. So after that, I expect Floor 7 to come along. It's been promised for a while, it was leaked over a month ago, and it's supposed to be the end of dungeons for 2020, so expect it to be difficult. That one, however, is also extremely obvious, but what else is coming before the end of the year? I definitely think we'll be seeing one more of the 3 special mayors at some point this year, probably around the end of November or December, seeing as the first special mayor comes 8 years after the first election, and before that we can expect 2 more new community projects to improve another aspect of Skyblock, and I predict this to be the library area and enchanting, and the 3 combat or mining merchants just outside the coal mine, as these 2 have been long neglected for the longest time. In late December, we can expect to see the Jerry Event 2.0, or officially the Season of Jerry 2.0, as an improvement over the original event, much like we had an improvement to the Spooky event. Come January, we could see a brand new island, as the last island to be added was the End, and the endgame has long been neglected in every way in terms of combat. Some new content is definitely needed in that way. Alternatively, there may not be any new combat island, but rather a foraging island in reference to a second tier foraging island mentioned in the original patch notes. Skyblock guilds are another feature long wanted, and even mentioned in the release notes that everyone wants added as they already exist unofficially through forums and Discord servers, but official support would be nice, and some people want to join a Skyblock guild whilst also being in a guild for other games too. Slightly further on in the year, the Catacombs will probably be continued, and we can see the release of Floor 8, where the gear really ramps up and outclasses everything we already have in the game right now, which will definitely be an interesting dynamic with all the nerds who think clicking Slayers is somehow more fun than dungeons. You do you, man, I don't know. Speaking of Slayers though, it wouldn't be a long shot to think that Tier 5 Tarantulas and Sven Packmasters and whatever they may drop are probably coming out at some point, if not still some point in this year. Obviously, this video is entirely just speculation, which is just a fancy word of I'm making complete guesses. But if any of this does come true, then hey, I told you so. Also, is Stroll ever going to have a time where he has all 3 perks? He's there every single election and he just seems like he's sabotaging himself. I'd bet $10 he gets all 3 perks when the next special mayor comes along. That would be funny, I think. Oh well, being a psychic was fun for a day, but it's time to get back to content that actually exists in the game. See you guys in the next one. Bye, have a nice day, take care of yourselves, peace.